This is RD Sharma solution, class 12. Chapter 6 we are looking at determinants, exercises 6.1. Write the minors and cofactors of each element of the first column of the following matrices and hence evaluate the determinant in each case. So we are talking about the first column only. All of it we don't have to do. The first column. So let us take the first one, and those who are not much aware of minors and cofactors, I'll just give you a brief idea that how the minors and cofactors are constructed, what they mean. So let us write this 5, 0, 20, minus 1. This is the first one we are doing. So when we find out the minor, what do? We don't even think about sign. Okay. So this is 2 by 2 matrix, that is 2 rows and 2 columns. A11, A12, A21, A22. So 2 row, 2 column. A11 is 5, A12 is 20, A21 is 0 and A22 is -1. Right? Okay. So in order to find out the minor, as I said, no sign plus or minus we talk about. So in order to find out the minor of A11, the intersection of the row and column where A11 belongs is left, only A22, that is the only left one, is the minor. So A11 minor is A22. So let us write it here: A11, A12, A21, A22. So minor of A11 is A22, and minor, that is the minor of 5 is -1. That means this one. So minor of 5 is -1. Coming to A12. Similarly, A12, the row and column intersecting A12, that has to be left, all the members, only the remaining one has to be written. So A21 it will be. So A21 it will be. So minor of A12 is A21. So minor of 20 is 0. Similarly, A21 will take. A21. Row and column we will leave. Only A12 is remaining, so the A21 minor is A12. So minor of 0 is 20. Similarly, A22, row and column intersecting A22 we have to leave. Only A11 is remaining. So the minor of A22 is going to be A11, right? So -1 minor is 5 here. So we got all the minors here: -1, 0, 20 and 5. Okay. Now, in order to find out the cofactor, we have to include the sign. The sign with minor is cofactor. So, cofactor, just write the minor like this: -1, 0, 25. And now it has to be added with the sign, and the sign would be -1 to the power I plus j. That is -1 to the power row number and column number. What is the row here? One row, column. First row, first column. Here -1 to the power first row, second column, 1 plus 2. -1 to the power second row, first column, 2 plus 1. -1, 2 plus 2, second row, second column. Now remember one thing, that -1 to the power even will always give you 1, and -1 to the power odd will always give you -1. Okay. So this is -1 to the power 2. That is even, so it will give you 1, and 1 into -1 is nothing but -1. So the minor and cofactor remains the same. In case of -1 to the power 1 plus 2, you get -1 to the power 3, that is going to be negative. -0 is 0. Now -1 to the power 2 plus 1, that is -1 to the power 3. That is going to be -20 it will be. Finally, -1 to the power 4, that is going to be 1. 1 into 5 is 5. So these are now these are the cofactors now. So in order to find out the determinant, there is just in 2 by 2, just multiply 5 with -1 and subtract it with 20 and 0. There is 5 into -1 minus 20 into 0. The determinant will be like this. So -5 minus 20 is -5. So determinant will be -5. So let us take a 3 by 3 matrix here, one of it, so that we actually try to find out the determinant also. So we'll try to find out the minor and cofactors, and then we'll find out the determinant as well. Okay, let us take the third one. I hope you'll be able to do the second one also. So we are taking the third one. Same thing you have to do. You have to use this column. Only the minors or cofactors of this column has to be computed. So this is 3 column and 3 row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 column, 3 row. So you have A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. 3 row, 3 column. Now, in order to find out the minor of A11, the rows which are intersecting this, where A11 lies, row and column, it has to be left, others have to be written. That is, you have to write A22, A23, A32, A33. So, let me write the direct value here. So, it will be -1, -1, 2, 5 and 2. This is going to be A1. Now, coming to A21. So, the minor will be leaving intersection of A21, row and column, other value has to be written. That is -3, 2 and 5 and 2. A21. Now, coming to A31. Okay, row and column of 3 has to be forgotten, and only -3, 2, -1, 1 has -2 has to -1, 2 has to be written. Now, determinant of 2 by 2 is simply 2 into -1 minus 5 into 2. Okay, that is the cross multiplication actually. -3 into 2 minus 5 into 2. Here it will be 2 into -3 minus 2 into -1. So, it will be plus here. Okay. So, what do you get? -2 minus 5 to the 10, that is going to be -12, minus 6 minus 10 is going to be -16, and this is going to be -6 plus 2, and it's going to be -4. These are the minors. In order to find out the cofactor, we have to take the row and column numbers and raise to the power -1 and add them. That is the thing you have to do. So, -1 to the power I plus j, -1 to the power 1 plus 1 here -1 to the power 2 plus 1, and -1 to the power 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1. Okay. So, only one will change because it is only one sign will change. Why? Because cofactor is about multiplying the minor with the sign. Sign is -1 to the power 1 plus 1. -1 to the power even will always be 1. -1 to the power odd will always be -1. -1 to the power 1 plus 1, that is 2, is 1. So, -12 will come. -12 will come. That is the cofactor. Now, -1 to the power 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, -1 to the power 3, that is the odd number, that is going to be negative. So, negative, it will be negative, so positive 16. -1 to the power 3 plus 1, -1 to the power 4. So, it will be 1 only. 1 into -4 is -1. So, these are the cofactors. Okay. Now, the determinant can be computed easily. 1 into minor plus 4 into minor plus 3 into minor, or -4 you have to use in minor. In cofactor, 1 into cofactor plus 4 into cofactor plus 3 into cofactor, right? Let us take the fourth one now. So, we are taking fourth one. A11 is what? Row and column of 1 has to be forgotten. Only rest has to be written BC, CA, AB. And then we have, this is, let us write it as M11 because it is minor. M21 is second row, first column. Second row, first column. Be A, B, C and C, A, B. Now coming to third row, first column. So it will be A, B, C and B, C, A. B, C, A. Now just cross multiply because this is 2 by 2. So you have to find out the determinant here. B into AB minus C into CA. Here A into AB minus C into CB or BC. Here A into CA minus B into BC. So you have B, a into b square. So you can just take common a because a is common here. So a b squared minus c square you can write. Then in this case you can take b common. It will be a square minus c square. B common you can take a square minus c square. And then we have this c outside. You get a squared minus b squared. Okay, now these are the minors. So in order to find out the cofactor, we just have to multiply it with minus 1 to the power I plus j. I plus j is simply the row and column number. So this will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1, minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1. Minus 1 to the power 2, minus 1 to the power 4 will remain like that. Minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 will be negative. So only the middle one will become negative. We are multiplying first and third by 1, the middle one with negative 1. So the cofactor will be this whole, and cofactor first m11 m31 will remain same as minor, but the cofactor of third one m21 will be b. I am writing it as c square minus a square, but it will be because it will be multiplied by negative 1. So I just change a square minus c square is c square minus a square. So in order to find out the determinant, we already have everything. Either you use the traditional way of finding the determinant, right? Or you can just, because what you have to do is, one, take the cofactor, then a, then cofactor, then bc, then cofactor, but you have to write minus in front of a. But since you have found out the cofactor already, you don't have to worry about the sign now, because sign has already been covered up, right? So in order to find out the normal way, you have to do minus plus like that. But cofactor, because sign has already been taken care, just multiply 1 by cofactor a into b square minus c square, then plus, don't worry about sign, don't make negative, plus 1 into b into c square minus a square. Please remember, it is b into c square minus a square, since we have multiplied it by the minor with negative 1. So b c square minus a square, then we have c a square minus b square, c a square minus b square. So you can just rearrange them and the answer will be final. I hope you will be able to rearrange them, because rearranging is not a big issue. Rather, let us do it so that you understand it, how actually the answer comes. So let us actually do it. So multiplying this a with b square minus c square, it will be ab square minus ac square plus bc square minus ba square plus ca square minus cb square. Now you just take a square common from a square c and ba square, that is this a square. So I am taking a square common, it will be c minus b. Okay, then you take b square common, and then you have a minus c here. So it will be b square a minus c here. Okay, now c square, you will get c square b minus ac square, so c square ab minus a. So this is the final answer. So please remember, cofactor, once you have found out, you don't have to worry about the sign. But if you are doing it with minors, then always you have to worry about the sign, because everywhere it has to be minus or positive depending upon minus 1 to the power I plus j. Okay, this I hope you will be able to do. This one, let us do it. This sixth one. So I'll just write directly. I'm doing the sixth one, vi. Okay. So sixth one, we are trying to find out the minors here. So m11, it will be row and column of A has to be left, only BF, FC will be there. This is M11. Then we have M21, second row, first column. So you have H, G and FC. Then we have M31. So we have third row and first column has to be left, HG, BF will be there. HG, BF. Okay. So this will be BC minus F square. This will be, this is just a 2 by 2 determinant I am finding out. HC minus FG, FG actually. Then we have this one, HF minus BG. HF minus BG or GB. So in order to find out the cofactor, you just have to multiply it by minus 1 to the power I plus j. So only minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 will be negative. Otherwise, the M11 and M31 will be positive, because it will be minus 1 to the power 2 and minus 1 to the power 4. That is going to be 1 only. Only the middle one will be negative. So just write it like this. BC minus F square. Just apply negative here. So since it is HC minus FG, you can write it as FG minus HC. Right. Then we have the HF minus GB, because it will remain same. Only the middle one becomes, because we have applied the negative. In order to find out the determinant, it's quite easy now, because already cofactor we have found out. So you don't have to worry about sign. Just multiply A with the first M11, H with M21 and G with M31. Just and add them. Okay. Or you can do the normal way. So we are doing A into BC minus F square, that is M11. You don't have to take the negative here, as I said. Okay. If you are taking minor, then you are taking negative. Because if you take HC minus FG, you have to take negative, because this is, I am using the minors here, not cofactors. Please remember, this way I am solving it using the minor, not cofactor. If cofactor is there, then you don't have to take negative H, it will be positive H, but you have to use FG minus HC rather than HC minus GF. Right? So now you just rearrange it. I hope, now I am doing it with the cofactor. So A, H, G, just write it here. Multiply it with the cofactor of first one, BC minus F square. This is using cofactor, plus H into, already cofactor sign has been taken care. So HF minus G, HF minus this FG minus HC, and then G into third one, HF minus GB. So the middle one, we didn't care about this sign, we just put plus, because it is using cofactor. But previously I just told you about how to do it using the minors. So in both the cases, the final will be ABC plus 2HFG minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square. This will be final. Right? I hope you will be able to do this. Right? Now we are taking this seventh one. So it is 4 by 4 matrix. It is 4 by 4 matrix. We just have to see the first column. We don't have to find out the minor or cofactor for each and every element, just the first column. So we'll write M11, M21, M31 and M41. These are for the first element of the, you can say first column actually. So M11 will be what? Just forget about the first row and first column. Others you have to write 0, 1, minus 2, 1, minus 1, 1 and negative 1, 5, 0. Right? Now, second row, first column, just leave second row, first column. Others you have to write. It will be minus 1, 0, 1, 1, minus 1, 1 and minus 1, 5, 0 and 3, 1. Third row, first column you have to leave. So it will be negative 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, 1 and then 0, 1 and negative 2, 0, 1, negative 2 and then minus 1, 5, 0. And then we have M41, fourth row, first column. So leave this, you just have to write minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, negative 2, 1, minus 1, 1. Okay. So I have full faith in you. You will be able to do this, this determinant, 3 by 3 determinant you have already learned. Okay. One of this, let me just give you an idea. One of this I am taking, right? So first row I am taking. M11 I am doing it for you. 0 into, so minus 1, 5, 1, 0, minus 1 and then 1, minus 1, 1, 0. Just for the sake of completeness I am computing M11, minus 2 and 1, minus 1, and minus 1 5. Okay, so this becomes 0. This is negative 1 into 1 into 0 is 0, 0 minus minus plus. So you get 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So it will remain as minus 1. Then minus 2, 5 minus 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 plus. So 1, my 5 minus 1. So it will be 5, 5 minus 1. So it will be 4. 4 to the 8 is 9. Minus 1 minus 8 is minus 9. So you get minus 9 here. So you'll find out the, I'll just write the minus 9. Here you will get, I hope you will be able to do it. It will be 9. The next one will be negative 9. And this will be 0. These are the minors. In order to find out the cofactor, negative 1 to the power 1 plus 1, it will be 1 only. Negative 1 to the power 2 plus 1, it will be negative. So it will be negative 1 to the power 3, it will be negative 1 to the power 4, it will be negative 1 to the power 5. So only the first one, only the second one will be negative, and fourth one. So M21 and M41 will be multiplied by negative, other will remains the same. So you get negative 9, negative 9, negative 9 and 0. So minus 9 and 0. Okay. You got it? Now in order to find out the determinant, take the first column and multiply it with the values, that is the cofactors. Okay. So we are going to find out, or you can use any of the row. You can use 2, minus 1, 0, 1 also. It's up to you. So there is a solution being given here, but rather I will try to do the way we have just learned, that I'll use excuse me, I'll use the first column 2 into minus 9, then minus 3 into minus 9. I will not consider the sign, only the values multiplied by the cofactors. So 1 into minus 9 and 2 into 0. I am using the first column. Okay, I am opening it with the first column. 2 into 0. So you get minus, that is 18, and 9 is a 27, that will be positive 27. Then we have minus 9 here. So it will be 18, 27 minus, it will be minus 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. So the answer will be 0. The determinant will be 0 here. Okay, this question we'll do in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.